More relief is on the way. The House approves nearly $500 billion for hospitals and testing.
The NFL is hosting the first ever virtual draft tonight. Two Trojans are now waiting to see where they'll play.
A distillery is now making hand sanitizer for healthcare workers. We talk with the man behind the operations.
See It Live starts now.
Yesterday was the deadliest day for this virus in the state. 115 human beings lost their lives, families torn apart.
The coronavirus has also become the leading cause of death in Los Angeles County as the death toll nears 800. Good evening, I'm Keith Leach.
And I'm Brogan Kroener. The Los Angeles County Public Health Director explains how coronavirus is now deadlier than other diseases.
So to put this in perspective, on average, there are 5 people who die from flu each day during flu season. There are 8 people who die from COPD and emphysema each day. And there are 31 people who pass away each day because of coronary heart disease. These are our leading causes of death across the county. And at the average rate of 44 deaths for COVID-19, COVID-19 has now become the leading cause of death across the county.
As of today, LA County has a total of 17,508 confirmed COVID-19 cases. The number of people who have died is now 797. In the United States, there are currently 876,174 cases of the coronavirus and 49,651 deaths. Today, the House passed another coronavirus relief bill. The $484 billion will be used to restart a loan program for small businesses, provide funding for hospitals and testing, and allocate more money for healthcare workers. Meantime, there's a debate brewing across the country about when to relax stay-at-home orders. As beaches across the country begin to reopen, like South Carolina's Myrtle Beach, some states are looking to reopen altogether. Currently, more than 97% of the country's population is under stay-at-home orders, leading many residents to protest.
We have shut this state down for 180 deaths. You have got to be kidding me.
And with economic and mental health concerns, some governors in states like Georgia and Florida are moving toward reopening their state despite the federal government advising against it. Georgia's governor is planning to reopen businesses like gyms, nail salons, and bowling alleys as early as tomorrow. President Donald Trump has a different opinion.
He must do what he thinks is right. I want him to do what he thinks is right. But I disagree with him on what he's doing.
USC Price School of Public Policy professor Dr. Juliette Musso says that states have the power to make public health decisions based on the 10th Amendment. However, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention can get involved.
The CDC has the power under federal statute to impose a quarantine, should it choose to do so, but it hasn't historically done that. It's tended to delegate those kinds of powers to the states and to local governments.
In other states like Nevada, state and local governments have disagreed on whether to reopen. Las Vegas Mayor Carolyn Goodman said in a now viral interview on Anderson Cooper 360 that she would like her city to be back in business.
The reality is I want us open in the city of Las Vegas so our people can go back to work. And that's it, because we're putting children and families back out on the street, and very much a part of it for our convention business are our hotels and, yes, gambling. And gambling is a part of it.
So you want conventions in the town too?
Absolutely. I want everything back. We've never closed down the United States. We've never closed down Nevada. We've never closed down Las Vegas because that's our job.
However, Nevada Governor Steve Sisolak was quick to shoot that down.
We are clearly not ready to open. I will not allow the citizens of Nevada, our Nevadans, to be used as a control group, as a placebo, whatever she wants to call it.
Dr. Musso says a state like Nevada only has home rule powers on a county level, so cities like Las Vegas do not have the ability to make lawful decisions that go against the state government. She also says that many of these decisions to reopen are politically driven.
People are using this, unfortunately, as an opportunity for political grandstanding, and I think it's unfortunate because I think what we need to do right now is come together around evidence as opposed to having folks use this for politics of division, which is what I see going on.
While some states are moving towards lifting restrictions, California, Oregon, and Washington have made a Western States Pact. They say they will allow health outcomes and science to guide their decisions to reopen, not politics.
A pediatric care nurse who is new to the field says the pandemic has changed the way healthcare professionals do their jobs, and she worries for her own family's safety.
It's probably just spreading it to family members because it's not at all what they signed up for. I have a 6-month-old. I don't want to give it to him. You know, like I haven't seen my parents in weeks because my dad has pre-existing conditions, so we can't see them, you know, so it's terrifying to think that even when you do start seeing people again, because you never want to be the reason that they get sick.
The Keck Foundation is making a $10 million donation for COVID-19 research and emergency relief. $4 million will go to USC's Keck School of Medicine, $2 million to UCLA's W.M. Keck Foundation, and $1 million to LA Emergency COVID-19 Crisis Fund. $3 million will go to various charities in Southern California.
If you've been to a gas station recently, you'll know that gas is pretty cheap right now. That's in part because oil is at an all-time low. On Monday, the price of oil went down to negative $30 a gallon. Negative. That's something that has never happened before.
Would not have happened were it not for the COVID-19 crisis. You know, people are not flying like they would be. They are not driving like they would be.
President Trump addressed the oil situation in his daily press briefing earlier this week.
We're filling up our national petroleum reserves, the strategic reserves, and we're looking to put as much as 75 million barrels into the reserves themselves. That would top it out.
What does top it out mean? It's about having more oil than we can sell. The U.S. produces about 19.33 million barrels of oil per day, and normally we use what we produce. In 2019, Americans consumed about 20 million barrels of oil per day. Now, during COVID-19, that number has dropped. We're only using about 13 million barrels per day. So we've got a lot of leftover oil.
You have, more supply, more oil being refined into gasoline. You have more supply. You have low demand. Prices are going to go down.
Low prices would typically lead to people pumping more money into the economy. But because of COVID-19, spending is down for everyone.
Is this going to mean we're taking that cross country trip as a family that we've been waiting to take, or taking that, flying to Hawaii or something for, a lot of these options and ways that people would realize the day-to-day benefit of lower gas prices and lower oil prices just can't be realized now.
At the end of the day today, oil prices did edge up a bit, landing at about $16.50 a barrel. So while we continue to shelter in place, we can all enjoy lower gas prices and get ready to go, nowhere. For Annenberg Media, I'm Chace Beech.
USC hosted a virtual career fair for recent alumni and current students. There's a chance for employers around the world to connect with internship and job candidates.
But for this fair, it was just a chat base. And so employers can see your resume and you would just, chat with them through the chat feature. It's just you're not, conversing with them in person. We had 2,725 registered students and 60 registered employers.
It was a good effort, but for me, it's just in-person interaction just seems so much better, especially when you're reading body language and whether you engage with them or not. Chat, the fact that it was just chat, it's just texting, and I felt like that was kind of impersonal.
The coronavirus is causing issues for students beyond this school year. The College Board has postponed SAT and ACT testing until further notice. Some colleges have already said they won't be requiring standardized tests for the admissions of fall 2021. The spokesperson for USC says there's no new information about the issue at this time, and many students are not sure what to do.
So I was originally first going to take my SAT in March, but that one got canceled and moved to June. Then the June SAT got canceled, and the College Board has not given us final date to when the next SAT or ACT will be. So that's kind of worrisome for me, first of all, because I haven't taken one SAT yet. and I'm almost done with my junior year, so I was hoping I would get some practice in. And another issue I know a lot of people in my grade are facing, and parents, is this idea of should we be paying for college counselors and tutors if we don't know where our exam date is, because a lot of them feel like this money is being wasted if it's so far in the future. Yeah, the college process has begun to be difficult for us because of all of this uncertainty that's running around.
It's NFL Draft Day, and for the first time ever, it will be held virtually. Instead of standing on a stage in Vegas, draftees will be staring at a green light on their computer screen. Sports journalist Rob Parker says athletes are missing out on this milestone.
It's a big deal, especially for the first round people who get to walk up on the stage, meet the commissioner. You know, it's a lifelong dream, so that's been taken away, you know, and it's just going to be something that we've never seen, a virtual draft. And whether or not people will be glued because there's nothing else to watch. It's going to be different. Even that's why some general managers even complained and wanted to push it back because they didn't get a chance to meet some of the players in person.
USC Trojan football players Austin Jackson and Michael Pittman Jr. are both looking to be drafted.
Hey, I'll be fine.
Adam Huss is an actor who works enough to make a decent living. And he was just about to add a movie role to his reel when along came COVID-19.
When all this is going on, you're already unsettled and nervous and scared and worried every day. But at the same time, when your financial stability is gone, that's also an added, just an added variable that makes things even more unsettling.
Now the actor is teaching workout classes online using a new platform designed for people who have just lost their jobs. That new platform is called Let's Hang In, and it was developed by a venture capitalist named Sahil Siegel.
All these people are professionals, right? And their services are valued. Like that feeling, that worth is like so important.
Jab cross. Give me a jab cross.
Genevieve, I want you to twist your hips into those hooks. So cross, very hook, yeah.
So I'm taking a boxing class with Dana. She's charging $15 an hour and I'm paying her on the app Let's Hang In. Clearly, it is my first time doing boxing. What I'm really liking about this is 100% of the proceeds go to the instructors. Ji Kang is the head chef at a new Dallas restaurant. He was sure March would be the month that it really took off, but instead, it closed down.
We had to furlough, obviously, everybody within the restaurant. We didn't need anybody there, and which broke my heart. But Let's Hang In gave me an opportunity to get a little bit more cash into their hands, that a few $100 here and there from a couple of classes that we did.
We don't know whether people will continue to use virtual classes when everything goes back to normal. But in the meantime, for them, a little cash and human connection is just what the doctor ordered. For Annenberg Media, I'm Genevieve Glass.
The Huntington Beach Distillery is taking advantage of its materials to make hand sanitizer. In tonight's Thoughtful Thursday segment, we see what they're doing to help frontline workers.
We reworked our manufacturing, started producing hand sanitizer at scale, and have been providing it to frontline workers, medical clinics, firefighters, police officers, as well as large brands out there that are in need to keep their operations going. The hand sanitizer is 100% safe to use. Now, I'll make sure everyone realizes that it is not safe to consume. So if you would like some really high quality, good stuff that's not hand sanitizer, we are delivering locally here in Orange County, as well as shipping through the whole state of California. And you go to surfcitystillworks.com to check that out.
Keith, I feel like it's an amazing thing when these local companies pitch in to help stop the spread of coronavirus.
No, it really is. It's truly inspiring and great to see how the community is coming together to stop a global pandemic. Everyone needs to pitch in right now. And it's really good to see that manifestation in people like him. So
absolutely, definitely. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We will continue to post newscasts here on the Annenberg Media YouTube channel.
And for more coverage on COVID-19, head to uscannenbergmedia.com. Good night.